Greetings, my excellent friends. We have just a few more gems to collect before we move on to the actual synthesizing part of the synthesis. I think we have blazings and lucids. My brain says definitely blazing and 50-50 on whether it was lucid or something else, but I think it's blazing and lucid. Step one is finishing those out. Then we should hopefully have no trouble in going down the list and making everything. By that I mean we're probably going to get crystal locked a lot. If we get stone, gem, or shard locked, it will be easy because we just buy them. But most, and then some crystals can be made, but they are made using the buyable stones, gems, and shards, as well as wellspring crystals, which we will need to farm. So I think it said Battlegate 12 for wellspring crystals, so we'll probably be going there a bit. And yeah, this is where I ended. Possibly other types of crystals that aren't synthesizable might wall us as well. I really can't know until I've gone through it. I have to check the Moogle. I can't get it from my menu. I wish the Moogle shop was just in the menu. Oh. Did I? I know I saved. Yeah, I saved after the autosave, okay. Just to make sure I didn't do other things as well. I don't remember. But that is where I actually ended. Yeah, there we go. The frost stone's already been registered. So, collector's goals. We need to collect more lucid and blazing as expected. Okay, so blazing gems. They say, ride the rails in the realm of the gods. It's Battlegate 2 for the other blazings, but for gems they reckon ride the rails. For lucid gems, they reckon Battlegate 7. Where's that? Seven is in the Kingdom of Corona. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't in Arendelle. So let's go to Olympus first. Get the blazings. That is not Olympus. This is Olympus. %6 chance from Vermilion Samba, 6% chance from Red Sea Spreads. I believe my Lucky Strikes are re-equipped. Donald has a Lucky Ring. I have the Dead of Night Keyblade. And Goofy has an ability.
Come on, fellas!
I think that's the difference between loading the autosave and loading the manual. I think that's what I did, was fix the Lucky Strikes.
Yeah! See ya! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I was just grinding earlier today on a game where instead of a game where X is jump instead of attack, square is attack instead of dodge, and R2 is lock on instead of R1. So let's see how many times I pressed the wrong button. But I believe this is the rail they made. And yeah, I guess it's because of those Vermilion Sambas, each of which has a 6% base chance, giving me gems. With 3 Lucky Strikes, I don't know how much more that is, but we seem to have gotten a lot of them just then. But yeah, this whole area is nothing but the Sambas, so I think that's why. recommended.
Yeah.
Can we go right back?
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. Oh, there's only one. So that's not a respawn. That is just the one you missed.
Yeah.
But from that one trip, how many blazing gems did we get? 3. Okay. Is there a Moogle shop in the Apex? Probably, because it's near a boss, right?
Come on, fellas.
Nope. Yeah, well, just go to the Agora, because that's one where you can see the shop in the picture. At least I'm not doing super bosses with wrong instincts. Well, I'm hoping to be past that game by the time I'm doing super bosses. Because I think I've said before I'm going through Castlevanias. I'm in a 3D one at the minute. I find that the instincts do not affect me when I'm playing the 2D ones, which is most of them, because my brain does not register this as a 2D screen, and so even if the controls are completely different, it's not. Whereas I remember, I think it was when I was. It was Kingdom Hearts 2 where I was playing Dynasty Warriors in my spare time because I was going through the the ones previous to Origins before it came out. That one was fucking me up. But yeah, the super bosses will be interesting. Because unlike Kingdom Hearts 2, where I had memories of doing them once before, I don't have experience here, so we'll see how doable they are. I'm hoping that the data fights are, you know, manageable on standard mode, that they're not... The secret fight, which we can't name yet, but we'll be able to when we get to it. I should learn how... I mean, I know how to block, I just don't do it much.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I did plenty of it in Kingdom Hearts 2, I just don't employ it when it's not needed, which basically isn't. I do prefer dodging to blocking, I will say that for free, because I'm generally always moving in some direction. I also find block to be just slow and clunky in Kingdom Hearts, and I don't like the timing of it. Oh, it's the counter-attacking, right? I was looking, apparently there's a couple of things you can do in that secret fight which are cheese strats, which I will probably do for that one particular. But I'm hoping that the data fights, much like I did in Kingdom Hearts 2, are not utter bullshit. I mean, we beat Lingering Will, right? Like I managed that legitimately somehow. I still don't know how. The only thing that I didn't do was the Phantom Aqua boss in 0.2, and the reason for that was because I was vastly underleveled and not really prepared to
Agreed.
spend an extra stream and a half grinding it. Yeah, no, I won't
Yes. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
immediately go in with a time save. I just mean, like, if we're sitting there being like, we would like to be done with this and move on to Persona 3, that's we'll find a way out. Anyway. I am aware of the, that thing you're not supposed to do in that fight. And what happens if you do it. So that won't be a surprise. Blazing Gems did not finish from those 3, so... Well, I mean, we've only got 8. I don't know how many we've used. But we need 12 at most, probably less.
Come on, fellas.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Oh, so you can prevent him from doing the thing, and then it doesn't matter. Okay. Where's the best? Because going back is kind of slow. Don't need to fight them. I leave again. Oh, this way. But is this faster than taking the rail back? It's a shame it doesn't just infinitely spawn them. But I guess I'll swap to and from the Agora and check each time. Just so that we don't overdo it. Blazing Gem 2 this time. So 10 more max. The other thing to learn is air stepping. Oh, I hate that fucking mechanic.
Come on, fellas.
You can do Data Semnis without touching the ground. It's my issue is the way it's incorporated, the way you use it. I don't like the hold down R1 aim and then snap. It's a very poor game feel as a mechanic. I find. But yes, the instinct in a boss fight is to use it to zoom to them so that you can catch them and combo them. I'd be fine with air stepping if it was lock on and then press to go straight. It's because of it's this. It's the aim reticle. I hate it. Okay, gliding through this bit doesn't save a lot of time. There we go. 13 out of 20, so we'd spent 7 blazing gems. That's quite a few. But that is it. We need to go to Battlegate 7 now, which is Corona Forest Hills. Although it actually says land at the tower save point. Well. And just go backwards from here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I do think that Rapunzel should be in this battle game.
Back off!
If Marshmallow can get summoned into a battle gate from an area that he's not a party member in,
Back off!
then Rapunzel should be able to be summoned through time.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
Oh, we got at least one lucid gem. What's good about the Battlegate farm is that we can just go straight back into it. What's bad is that I don't know how many lucid gems we need, so I don't know when to go back to the thing.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
Okay.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
My shield.
Back off! Back off!
This is a lot nicer than all of the other farming we have done so far. We managed to get all of the stuff that wasn't Battlegate preferred. We're at 11. I guess I'll do one more and then see if like 15-ish is enough.
Okay.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Thunder! Back off! Back off! Back off!
Didn't see the lucid gem pop up at all this time, but I'm reasonably certain I still would have gotten some with that many kills. 13. One more. Just to be sure, one more. 13 was enough for Blazings, but that doesn't mean it's the same amount for this.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
Think fast.
Back off!
My shield.
Goofy, were you doing a swear there? Because you got cut off in an awfully censor-like way. That's 17, not counting the one, however many we started with. It's definitely done. If that ain't enough, I'll be astounded. There we go. 19. So hard to tell how far over we were there because of how many we would have spent. But that is everything. Interesting there wasn't anything for like finishing all the collector goals. It wasn't even a confirmation of, hey, you did all the collector. I mean, there is. It says complete, but still. Could finish out Dead of Night. Wouldn't be the world's worst idea. So I'm sure we'll be farming Wellspring Crystals anyway. Wellspring Crystals are a Battlegate farm, so... So, we can make an elixir. I'm gonna just go down the list. Oh, well, yeah, Wellspring Crystals are already down to 1. Good to know. Just from that. Soothing Crystal is all we need for a strength boost. Can I craft one of these? I can with my last Wellspring Crystal, which isn't on the list for this, so that'll work out. Right, I need to... Every time you craft a crystal, you have to back in and out to make it allow for it. There we go. AP boosts, by the way, are a bunch of shards and stones. So we could actually make 14 of them, I think, off the bat. 14 of them? Is it Hungry Shard locked or Betwixt Shard locked? Might be Betwixt Shard locked. 14 times 3. It's 42. 13 of them. Okay, well, the next thing here are these 3 Donalders, which need Damascus, unfortunately. We're going to have to go to the shooting gallery for that. That is a damnable shame. We need 8 Damascus in total to make the Heartless Moles and the Nobody Guards. They reckon going to Misty Stream for Damascus and to the Eclipse for Adamantite and Electrum. No particular spot, just rocks. Great rocks. Goofy actually came up with Hyuk because he wanted to say something that was close to fuck without getting reprimanded. Well, that was two Damascus and an Adamantite immediately, so that's a banger start. Because we do need Adamantites as well. Keep an eye on that. I'll do the same. We'll see if we can count the Damascus, because we'll stop at 8 for now. We'll see it pop up 6 more times. Having less luck now. Went from a banger start to an absolute drought. Oh, there. Oh, we just got 2. 4 out of 8, I believe. Hey Gav, you'd do it faster if you were willing to just fly through the big groups and not meticulously take out every asteroid in one section. Yeah, I know, but whatever I haven't been diagnosed with, it's strong. Do you remember the ball pit? There's another 2 Damascus. We seem to be getting the Damascus in chunks of 2. I don't know why. That was just 1. I think we're at 7. So we're looking for 1 more Damascus light up and then we can leave. Oh my god, turn! Turn! I think that was the last Damascus. Grab a couple bonus off of this rock cluster, so I don't doubt they'll come in handy. Further down. I don't know that there's a gummy ship authority, because, like, gummy travel isn't meant to be possible. It's like a freak of nature as a result of all of the Ansem, Heartless, Xehanort shenanigans. I think...
You wanna see our new gummy blocks?
Yeah, there's new stuff. Sure. I don't think I want the Flantastic 7 Go1 though, because that thing costs a shitload. It's amazing how broke you can go on this shop. I think we need to go to a world in order to get the Moogle shop done. Battlegate 12 is actually in San Francisco, not in the Keep Lake Graveyard. So I'm gonna park there because there's a solid chance that we will not have to go anywhere else. And that,
Oh boy, let's go!
is there really no Moogle shop here? I gotta go to the fucking garage for that? Oh, damn it. There's a good chance that the next thing we'll be needing to do is getting Wellspring Crystals from this. So these are the Illusory Crystal and Evanescent Crystal. Are they even farmable? Because what happens if you accidentally make 2 of one of these? Because I could. But anyway, I won't. There's your Heartless Mole and Nobody God. Don't have enough for a Save the Queen Plus. We need a Soothing Crystal for that, and we need a Wellspring Crystal to make it. And we can make an Aegis Shield. We can make a regular Save the King. Save the King Plus and Save the Queen Plus are the best ones, even with all these. Need Wellspring Crystals for Buster Band here. We're also going to need a Hungry Gem. That's different. Make this Fire Chain, though. And a Thunder Chain. And a Blizzard Chain. We're using up those Orichalcums. Those also, the recommended farming method is Asteroid Blasting, but they want you to do it in the Eclipse. I don't think they can drop out anywhere else. Dark Chain. One Orichalcum left. I think we've made most of the chains though, but we'll be spending that Orichalcum on Save the Queen Plus. So I won't make the Arrow Armlet right now, or the Aqua Chaplet. I need a lot of Orichalcums, Jesus, okay. Make a Star Charm though, that's easy. Make a Draw Ring if we get Mithril Shards. There's a lot of stuff down here we need to make. We're gonna need to go for Hungry Gems at one point. I don't know if those are buyable. They're not. So we'll have to farm those. For now, let's go to Battlegate 12 and get some Wellsprings. What does it say for Hungries? Oh, fuck. That's annoying. Hungry Gems come from the damn Frost Serpents. But they come from the tails instead of the wings. But here's what's interesting. Hungry Stone has 5 sources, one of which is Frost Serpent Tail 40%. Hungry Gem has 1 source, Frost Serpent Tail 20%. Hungry Crystal is also Frost Serpent Tail 20%. So 40, 20, 20. So I think that means Lucky Strikes turn off again, because otherwise I'll get crystals, and I don't want them. I want gems. I'm going to do 1 of this Battlegate, if I remember where it is. And then I might go do those Hungry Gems, because that concerns me. I think it's this one. Stop it. There we go. Because yeah, we can get Hungry Crystals here as well, but we can't get gems. Lucky Strikes for gem over crystal. Interesting. Okay. I thought it would.
Back off!
Because I mean, yeah, last time we were trying to get stones over gems, so maybe it is a different calculation.
Back off! Back off!
Targeting.
Back off!
Well, we've gotten at least 4 Wellspring Crystals.
Back off! targeting. Back off!
I would farm a bunch of these, but now that I've been, my mind has been put on to the wells to the hungry gems. I'm like, no, I want to do that. While the gem drop chance is
Come
also
on,
20%.
fellows.
It's 40% stone, 20 gem, 20 crystal. Does that make a difference, or is that what you were already calculating for? Yeah, you were going 40-20. I'm not sure what to do with 40-20-20, but we want the 20 in the middle. Not the 20 that's rarest. Soothing crystal, that's right. There we go. How many do I need? Hungry gem. 1 for Buster Band Plus. One for Acrisius Plus, so 2. If I just need 2, I might be fine. But I think there's more. Isn't there? No! I only need 2. That's good. That's way better than what I was doing for Froststone farming. Leave the Lucky Strikes on for now, because if I only need 2, it might not be worth meddling with settings. Unless they're just not spawning at all. But yes, turn off Deadly Blow so that I can whack the tails without having to... It's just a shame that I didn't do this while I was doing the rest. I didn't notice. Oh, and that's what I wanted, of course. I wanted to equip the correct. Save the blah blah pluses for these two, now that they have their best stuff. Give Sora that strength boost as well. Swap off the Keyblade, yeah. I don't need to check all of these, I'll do that when they're all done. Bam. Hail. That is a hungry stone. Well, that's interesting. We got all the Lucky Strikes on and we get 2 of the 40%. Uh-huh. That is normal and fine. I guess I'm glad that Hungry Gems don't have a save up 20 and buy in store, because if they did, they would be just atrocious. It sucks in New Game Plus because you need Hungry Gems for Ultima. Is it... Remind me. You start New Game Plus with Ultima Weapon, but it's level 1, and Hungry Gems is part of its upgrade pack. Well, there's a crystal, so that's everything except the gems so far. And there's a stone. All I will say about the thought that went through my brain just then was I've been spending too much time around Eddie. But I'm not having a good time with this far. I know I've only done it twice, but it's the thought of how many more times I might be doing it. Although the Lucky Strike does seem to be preventing me from getting nothing. Because it's 40 at 2020, so theoretically there's a 20% chance of no drop when you break these things. But that does seem to be squished out by the Lucky Strikes. Stone! Crystal! Alright, if I swap off Dead of Night and suddenly start getting gems. If I don't, maybe we'll slowly deactivate Lucky Strikes until it happens. Stone. And crystal. I think what's really upsetting here is that both of these ones have alternate source, better sources. So it's like they don't need to be here. If this was the only way to get gems, which it is, but also wasn't sharing its method with two others that you can get elsewhere. Like if it was just, hey, here's a 20% chance of the gem and an 80% chance of nothing, I'd feel better. I think that's strange because, like, you know, we'll have all the hungry stones and crystals we need, which is a good thing. And, like, empirically, yes, it is a good thing. However, the more of them you get, the more insulted you feel. I would rather have nothing.
Back at you!
That's a frost stone. I think I hit the wrong area.
Got him!
That's a hungry crystal.
Back at you!
My shield's ready!
And a hungry stone. What is also, I think, frustrating is that in in Kingdom Hearts 2, this would be faster because we would be able to reset the zone faster. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is like, oh, we have these really big zones now with minimum loading. And I'm like, that's great, but do you have any idea how much harder it is to farm esoteric shit? As a result. I suppose Faraga would blow the tail up quicker. I don't have it on this shortcut list, so I'll have to move down one. I didn't hit the tail. I think that tail's been destroyed, and I think I actually got nothing out of that one. And there's a stone. Still, no, not a gem. There's a frost stone. Ah, Happy Gem! One! You're 50% of the way there. And there's a crystal. But we got an gem. Uno singular shiny object. It's a crystal.
All right, I love snow.
So much for Islander, Sora.
That was nothing. La, la, la,
Yeah.
Keep going, don't get stuck on the walls. what's this? The 9th time? I haven't counted how many of these I've actually gone down, but still 1 gem. Great news though, if there was going to be a need for hungry stones or crystals, isn't anymore.
Yeah. Got him. Yeah.
I do wish they wouldn't do that shit that makes them incredibly difficult to attack. This attack's way better. Keep doing that one. And I think that was nothing and nothing.
Ready.
That is actually amazing. That is a 20% chance of nothing, and we hit it twice. Woo! That is a stone. What a pulsing gem? That's not the right kind of gem. That must have been from another enemy. Well, we are getting at least a little bit of EXP from Donald, Goofy, and Marshmallow killing the other enemies. Because, yeah, once we finish the synthesis stuff, we'll still have to ding level 99. And then there's the question of, do we synthesize a bunch of boosts? Because we could do strength boosts and magic boosts as well if we want to jack our stats into the stratosphere to make those bosses a little bit easier. Stop doing the whirly. Seriously, let me fucking hit your tail. Nothing? And a hungry stone. Yeah, again, the chance of hungry with no lucky strikes on. It should be equal chance of a crystal, a gem, or nothing. All three of those should be a 20% chance. So the fact that we've gotten like 4 or 5 nothings at this point, many crystals, and 1 ass gem, is very upsetting. And they do the fucking tornado. And it's a stone.
All right, I love snow.
And it's another stone. It's incredible how solvable this would be if the Kingdom Hearts series and its synthesis had a trade-up method. That's all you fucking need. All you need is the ability to take a bunch of shards, turn them into a stone. Take a bunch of stones, turn them into a gem. Don't even have to do it with crystals. You'll be like, oh no, the crystals are they're too rare and special. You have to get those yourself. And like, you could make the trade amount ridiculous to discourage people from doing it. You could make it like, oh, you need like 10 stones to make 1 gem. The only reason that would ever be useful is right fucking now! Oh my god, a gem! And I kill the other tail just to see if I get
snow.
2 of them. I don't, I get a stone. Fuck the snow. There we go.
My shield's ready!
So out of horror and curiosity, how many hungry gems does the ultimate weapon need? Two mithril crystals. Gets us a Buster Band. Blizzard Choker is 3 mithril shards, and Blizzaza Choker is 3 mithril crystals. Where's the last mithril crystals we can make? We're gonna have to grind Twilight crystals if we need more, which we probably will. We need 3 more for Chaos Anglet. We need Orichalcum. Another Orichalcum. 9 mithril crystals. Means we'll need 6 Betwixt crystals and 9 Twilight crystals. So let's look at those. I believe those are the Nobody crystals. Twilight crystals are 6% from the Gamblers. Battlegate 9. Betwixt crystals are 6% from the Ninjas and 73% from that one Berserker. Also, Battlegate 9. Funny story, that's in Arendelle. What's bad is that it's a misery to reach. It's good. So we only need to reach it once, and then we can spam it until we get 9 of... Crap, I don't remember which one we need 9 of. We spam it until we get 9 of each crystal. Air step up the cliffs in the room to the north, and then north again through the doorway. I should have turned my Lucky Strikes back on. Shit.
Back
And
off!
Deadly Blow. I should turn that back on as well.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Strike! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
It's still easy because we've got MP
off.
regen, but oops.
Back off! Back off! Take this! Yeah! Yeah! Back at you! Take this!
How many Betwixts and Twilights did I get? I got one Twilight Crystal and one Betwixt. That's with no Lucky Strikes, so let's fix that now. And let's get that one-shot button back on to make it go a little bit faster.
Back off!
Or a little bit faster.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
Berserker? What Berserker? Two more Betwixts, no Twilights. Don't like that.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
And I think Twilight is the one I need more of, so. And we still got... We got two Betwixts, no Twilights. Huh? Betwixt is the one that has close to a guaranteed drop chance on the Berserker, so I think that's it. Whereas, I don't know how many gamblers are in this, Battlegate, but Twilights are a 6% drop from them and only
Back
them.
off!
Betwixt is the same with Ninja, except that the Berserker gives you one. There are 5 gamblers. So whatever the multiplication of 3 Lucky Strikes on a 6% is, it's that 5 times. We've finally got one more. And we've got an Evanescent. Yeah, but I don't even need to look at Betwixts. I think we only needed 6 of them anyway, and we're going to get 2 more by the time we get another 7 Twilights.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
I do... There are alternate options for Mithril Crystals.
Back off!
Mostly shooting blue asteroids. Right, it says you can get Mithril Crystals by hitting black trash cans around the city of San Francisco. I don't know how farmable that is or what they even look like. But you can also get them 2% chance from shooting asteroids in the eclipse, which I need to do for Orichalcums anyway. So maybe I should do that for a couple of them. Because they have a 2% chance, whereas the Orichalcums I'm looking for have a 0.5% chance. So I'm probably gonna get some. So I should maybe stop here. Come back here if I need to.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
It's not a waste even if I overdo the Mithril Crystals, because I got EXP out of doing this. But, considering my love of breaking barrels, it's kind of amazing I even need to farm these. Oh. Yeah, this was good level. That was my thought of if this wasn't a mistake. So it's just a bit slower than I'd like for the Twilights. Yeah, we only got 3. And yes, Twilight is the one that was, although I suppose I should have checked to see if Twilight Crystal is, for synthesizing any items. Doesn't look like it. Betwixt is here for Petite Ribbon. But I don't think there's anything that's asking me for Twilights, because we're down to just this area. The top and bottom is largely done. We've got the Chaos Anglet here, which I can just take care of now. What do these boosts want? Notably, they want Hungry Crystals. Defense boosts want Twilight Crystals. So if I decided to spam... I don't know that I'd spam defense boosts. Strength and magic would be more inclined to. Might come back here for more levels to see if I can get more Twilight Crystals for... stat spamming. Maybe. these steroids. Asteroids, not to be confused with ass steroids. I don't actually know how many orichalcums we need. Oh look, a mithril crystal. I'm so fucking smart. I should have spent those twilight crystals on defense boosts. But I didn't look at that until after I'd spent them. Dennis, hello. What Kingdom Hearts is my favorite? That's a tough one. Like, 2 and 3, I think, are the most worth playing. I think 2 is probably better in terms of the content it offers. The Remime DLC adds a decent amount to 3, but I still think it is missing stuff. But it has, like, it plays the best. With a couple of exceptions, like the attraction command bullshit. I think 3, the difference between 2 and 3 is that 2 was the best game it could possibly be for the time it came out in. 3 improves on 2 in a lot of things, a lot of ways that 2 had no choice about, but is a letdown in a bunch of ways that it could have... It doesn't have an excuse. Everything that 3 does wrong is something that it didn't have to do wrong. Everything that where 2 is worse than 3 is the difference between 2006 and 2019. So when I put it that way, 2 deserves a lot more praise. But I think what I'm really saying is if they had made a game... If they had made the game 3 could have been, then it would have been an easy win. Yeah, I agree, Guan. I think we're going to go back to that Arendelle farm for Twilight Crystals to level to 99 with that one specifically. For now, though, I need orichalcums. The problem is I can't really check how many I've got, because I don't have my menu out here. I also like 2's pacing better. I think having a middle story point was really good, and then the little world revisits that you go on make the worlds feel a lot more lived in. A lot of them were not the most interesting revisit plots, though. I think Beast's Castle did that best by having the actual plot last both visits instead of it being like, you defeated the Disney villain in Visit 1, now in Visit 2, here's a Heartless, I guess. Three's worlds are either very good or very boring. The thing is that 3's highs are amazing. The Pixar worlds are both done exceptionally well, and if you want a direct comparison to 2, Pirates of the Caribbean in 2 is like one of the most boring and listless worlds. Looks fucking ugly. The music's good, but that's it. And then Pirates of the Caribbean in 3 is incredible. I am not seeing Orichalcum show up at once. Some Electrums, but I actually want more Adamantite than Electrum, because Electrum you just need 1 per Keyblade. more over there, but it's a bit of a trek. Oh, no, well, there's still shitloads here. One in 200 is a low drop rate. Yeah! Yeah, I don't actually know how many we need. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop and go to a world and look at the Moogle shop again when I get one. The music is louder than my voice. I think that's a gummy ship problem. I think if I turn it down, the rest of the game won't be as balanced well. But the whole gummy ship area is like, since the start, people have been like, wow, this part of the game's way louder than everything else, huh? If y'all happen to see obtained orichalcum, and I don't, do let me know that it's popped up. Yes, the ship selection menu. Square Enix seems to have audio balancing issues. I don't know. Like, I just think back to 14 and the launch trailers for their expansions and how you can't fucking hear any dialogue while the music is just assaulting you. And they do it every time. Though in Dawn Trail's case, I suppose an inaudible Wuk-Lamad is something of a godsend. Well, we're not short on adamantite. Speaking of Dawn Trail, if anybody is wondering when I'm picking that back up again, I'm not terribly certain. I think, certainly early enough before the next expansion comes back that I'm not behind on story when it does. I'm not sure that I care too much for the tide over content. Like deep dungeons and such. Not that I'll never do them. Just I don't feel compelled to do them on time. Next year is a safe bet, though whether it turns out to be within the first or the second 6 months of next year, I don't know. Certainly the longest break I've taken from the game since I started playing it. Like my pre-Dawn Trail break was the only other one I took, and that was a couple months, I think. But I think it was a good idea after, what, 3-4 years of uninterrupted 14ing. Which is impressive, because as you all saw, I don't play MMOs like an MMO player would. I don't raid beyond what's necessary for narrative. Just about all of the content I was doing was filling in stories. Though I will put myself in a position where I have a number of tribal weekly grinds to do again. They won't be anywhere near as bad as the original ones. Remember when I was doing the ARR ones? Oh man. Well, that's the thing, yeah, because I do have all of my 100s, right? So I'm not going to have to level again until the next expansion anyways. Alright, Calcum. That just flashed twice. There's something about... I think sometimes you just get 2. I think you just get 2 out of 1 asteroid. Let's get that obtained thing to finish, because I don't know if that's just cosmetic or if you have to officially register that you've received something. Can I go to the world, please? People at graveyard? People at graveyard? There you are. Now, the question is, are those my only 2? Or did I get some others along the way of that massive 10-minute farm? It was not 2! It looked like 2! Shut your duck mouth! I saw it double flash. How many do we need? So we need 1 for the Aqua Chaplet. We need 1 for the Arrow Armlet. We need 1 for the Cosmic Chain. We need 2 for the Petite Ribbon. We need 4 more. The Acrisiuses don't need them. Let me make those now. Get them done. Looking at this, yeah, we're down to Petite Ribbon, Cosmic Chain, Arrow Armlet, and Aqua Chaplet. Let me hold on to this Orichalcum so I can make the one that requires 2 first. Also going to need a single Soothing Crystal. Make that. Can turn that in the next time I go to the shop. 4. You can do 4. Let's go to a different waypoint this time for some variety in our gummy sailing. Fuck are the asteroids? This waypoint, shit! Oh, there's some. There's some. And the drops start rolling in. I was kind of hoping that all those cylindricals would eventually, like, max out at 99 and then it would stop telling me that I've attained them. Can I see my gummy? If I can see my gummy inventory, I can't see it without leaving this. Material gambling with the common. What, like pay a bunch of the cylindrical gummy drops and then for a loot box? Ah, me. I don't think we're getting any more updates to Kingdom Hearts 3 at this point. That would be a funny idea. And why is it all cylindrical? Surely there's other flavors of gummy block. No rectangulars? Or is it just because we're in this area of the game? And the other types drop in the other places? I don't know. I can't think of the word cylinder without thinking of that Reddit post. I barely remember the actual, like, situation, but there was a Reddit post about a guy asking for help on trying to remove, there's an orichalcum, a cylindrical object that had gotten stuck in something. And the entire comment thread was people being like, this is about your dick, isn't it? So, unless I miss one, the next time I see orichalcum will be good because it means we'll be more than halfway. So be at 3 or 5. How would you get a small cylinder, 5.1 in length, 5.4 in girth, unstuck as in inches, I think, unstuck from a mini M&M tube filled with butter and microwaved mashed banana? That's the Reddit thread. Yeah, thanks for digging that up. You and Snip were discussing that. Of course you were. I mean, I can't talk. I'm the one who just got reminded of it from the word cylindrical. Yeah, I don't think the girth is correct. Oh, there's an orichalcum. We're more than halfway there in total. We're halfway there in this farm, if I don't count the first one. I might stop after I get one more just to make sure I didn't miss one, because it would be very silly to get an extra. And by stop, I just mean, you know, touch down at the movable shop. Not give up. Locke would simply not do that in the first place. You would think that most people would not do that in the first place. And in fact, considering this is not a regular occurrence, now. Then again, there is that guy who every New Year's posts, he used to do it on a website, Deadspin, but then he got fired. I forget what he's on now. I used to call it the Deadspin article, but I can't anymore because it's not on Deadspin. But for a decade plus, New Year's, he will, this author, Barry Petchesky, I think his name is, he will look at the medical database for emergency room visits in the United States. There's an article. And find the records of the most interesting items that had to be removed from human orifices. It's like a Christmas list for the fucked up. And I know this because I would read it aloud at New Year's to my friends. And when I say I would, I mean I still do. I don't always go see them at New Year, but when I do, I bring that. Takes half an hour to read. Mostly because we stop to theorize. Dennis, that sounds worryingly like a personal anecdote. I think I just need one more orichalcum and I'm done. I know, but it wasn't me. Alright, Shaggy. Yeah, I could go to the Google Shop now to double check I didn't miss one, but also to refresh these, because you do actually start to run low on, like it slows down just because the asteroids are gone. Again. It's still a fair feeling. High enemy density? Are you referring to these inanimate rocks as your enemy? I'm wondering if they respawn, like, live, because, yeah, it does seem like... There's more around still than I would have expected there to be. Most of them here are dead. I have eradicated the enemy in the area. Targets neutralized. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if some of them spawn back in or not. I'm trying to suss it out now. I think it's just such a large area that I missed some. Ah, there it is. That is the last orichalcum I need. Just as I completely destroy this asteroid field. Looks quite nice. All purged. There's no more danger of whacking your ship into rocks. I mean, there's more over there, of course, and over that way. But this part here... has been just about cleansed. And I got all the orichalcums in the process. Okay. It's good. That'll do. Finished up right as that whole area was finished. It's almost like it was oricalculated.
Sure are a lot of...
Sure are a lot of woo-woo-woo-woo. Petite ribbon. And a cosmic chain. And an arrow armlet. And an aqua chaplet. Synthesis! To complete the synthesis section of the gummy phone. Well, thank God that was worth an achievement, because if that wasn't worth an achievement, I would have wasted a hell of a lot of time today.
Walls?
Jesus. Dennis firing the sublaser. Zarlia, Maze, Ryuzaki, and a couple of names I don't recognize, so I won't call them out in case they're friendly lurkers who don't want to be observed or perceived. But I will mention the names of the people I know. Finally found a way to get rid of your annoying Twitch balance. God damn, and here I thought you'd spent money on me. But hey, there is Hype Train now, if anybody else wants to spend money on me, whether it's money that is on them or not. Yeah, you know, it's chewing and it's chewing. It's probably gonna chew off, but yeah, we're gonna prime sub they're not using. Or,
Yeah!
but no, I appreciate that. I'm glad you found that you had Twitch balance. Right, so this is done. I'm not particularly bothered about kitting out Donald and Goofy, because at this point, I don't know what else they'll be doing for us. We got the Royal Ribbon, we got Cosmic Belt Plus, and the Chaos Anklet. Is there anything that we have now that's, like, considered, like, the item? Cosmic Chain looks pretty good. Might be better than the Chaos Anklet, because it's the same defense value, but, hell of a lot of elemental resistances, except for Dark. Amazingly, the laser missed both of the regular... Well, it missed Demon Dragon and Arc. You're right. You're right. Oh, streaming pay... Oh, right, yeah, because you streamed, like... last decade. Back when we were all playing that game with the really clever developer. And, like... Yeah, I met you as a Toll streamer. And on day one, you introduced yourself to me and we chatted and you were friendly. And then on day two, one of the other TOL streamers sends me a DM being like, watch out for that guy, he's a douchebag. I'm like, oh, okay. That was a weird year. Full of weird people. Alright, here we go. Synthesis menu is done. I don't think I have to click on these because they don't click on. You just need to move your selection over each of them and they'll stop being lit up and then stop yelling at me. But there we go. The Gummy Phone is now complete. I don't like that we have the photo album here because it doesn't have a... it's just... This is just your photos. And in fact, if I ever play the game again, I'm going to have to delete a lot of these because 200 shots, I believe, is your, like, full album? Not your, save file album. At least it is on console. Maybe on PC it's nicer. If almost everyone likes you, then you... well, I hope so, because that's how I did. I was the one that, there were, like... There were two factions of streamers in the Throne of Lies community. There were the ones with lots of viewers who had communities that were very, like, easy to piss off and very rigid. And then there were the ones who had not as many, and all those streamers that were super popular fucking hated all of them and thought they were all pieces of shit because they would play in a more trolly way. Like the Snips and the Dennises, and I think Greg streamed as well. We don't talk about Greg anymore. He was an actual dickhead. But there was and Zombie Leader was the other one. Who they would mess around and troll and like, you know, not ruin games, but like not be stuck up. I like to think I was not in either category. Because those two groups hated each other and neither of them hated me. The people who hated me were specific people who I had specific issues with in that game. But those guys didn't have a streamer to bitch to because there wasn't a streamer out there that was like, fuck Gav. And I did I prided myself on that. You were you were. You were speedrunning the ban percent category on Throne of Lies. That's what you were doing. Now. Synthesis is both done and not done because while getting to level 99 is a thing to do, we would also get value out of synthesizing stat boosts. AP boosts are surprisingly easy to make. Our goal would be to make it so that we don't need the Cosmic Ring. Moment, it looks like we have 40 AP we don't need. Thing is, it's hard to tell because we're going to get more abilities between now and level... Well, not many. Level 85. Oh, Keyblades, you're right. What are the other key? Because like, Ultimate Weapon would be the one to go with. Dead of Night's done. Ultimate Weapon's done. Can we look at Oathkeeper? Let's look at Oathkeeper. Nano Gear, okay. Thing is, we're actually in a really good spot for that because of what we just did. We need pulsing crystals, probably 2 of them. We've got another level after that. Oh, Wellsprings though. If I just make 1. That's not right, Keyblade. Was not pulsing. Is lucid though. So we'll need 2 Wellspring crystals for that. That's easy, we just do the same from Zokyo run. Dead of Night I probably wouldn't actually be using in the fights, but we did finish it. Look, I like it. That has been a good Keyblade since day 1. I mean, we had it day 1. It was an instant unlock. I saw a Yozora video that recommended Classic Tone for, like, something. I don't know if that's actually something I would use. But, trying to think of what other ones. If I wasn't streaming, I would probably buckle down and do them all, but I can maybe skip. Like, I've probably outgrown Wheel of Fate, even though I like it. Let's just... Classic Tone has 3 MP hastes. That was it. Yeah, it was for getting your MP back, I think. Well, let's do a Battlegate 12 or 2. But I do want to swap to the Arendelle one for Twilight Crystals. So I can slam some boosts. Your 10-year ban is more... Will you try and log in?
Come on, fellas!
When you're past it? A 10-year ban is a ridiculous idea. Like, just permaban someone at that point. Because Mew still plays Throne of Lies when she can. Because there's like groups here and there that try to organize. She says she's never seen a 16-player game, but she will get 10. Like there will be like 12 people or something that pick a time and get together. I got no interest because I think it would just annoy me. It's been so long, and also it would be like this sad ghost of itself. Like,
Back off!
it would do emotional damage. Because people have said, you know, if you me, if I set up a stream and was like, everybody come back, we'll do one night only TL, we'd probably get full lobbies for that one night for the meme. And I agree, I think that would work. But it would make me sad. It wouldn't make me fucking happy, it would make me sad. And I don't want to do that.
Back off! Back off!
The domain is completely dead. Nah, I don't doubt it. Because, yeah, the developer who ran Throne of Lies into the ground, to be clear, sold it. Sold his dead game to some company.
Oh boy, let's go!
How many Wellsprings did I get from that? One go. 4. Yeah, we'll do one more, but...
Danger detected.
Compared to the Orichalcum farm, my god.
Back off! Targeting. Back off!
Targeting. Deploying targeted harassment.
Back off!
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I will ensure
Back
your
off!
safety. 1, 2.
Your IQ is below your age.
Back off!
My shield's ready!
That is the only Dennis line I can probably say on stream. Oh, not the platform, but the PT Farm domain. That's the company that sold it to PT Farm. You watched a streamer who had a random word set to give the max ban time. Well, as in, like, just a random word, completely inoffensive word, but if somebody in Twitch chat uses it, they just get insta-banned forever.
Come on, fellas!
Yeah.
Provided that they undo that after the joke is worn out, that sounds funny.
Oh, yes. Let's...
The only funny ban story I have is when I banned Snip, once because he said something annoying, and I forgot that I had banned Snip, and it took me 2 weeks to unban him because he didn't want to give it away. That was during the Toll era. What I come here to do? Keyblades. That one's easy enough. Nano Gear we were working on as well. Lucid Crystal. Should be makeable. Yeah, easily. Otherwise, I might just dump upgrades into the one... Like, for example, we have a bunch of adamantite, so... that one can go up one, right? Especially since the Wellspring crystals don't come into it until later for a lot of these. What else is close? Wheel of Fate is close. Is a Wellspring crystal, but that's alright. It's a soothing. I'll make a soothing. Damn it. I hate that system. Now we only have one Wellspring left. We could use it to finish Happy Gear. Or Favorite Deputy. Well, no. Couldn't finish Favorite Deputy. We'd have to put it into a pulsing first, and then we'd be out. I'll finish the Happy Gear. Also throw adamantites into you. Throw adamantites into you. And into the good old Kingdom Key. How quaint. Into the Shooting Star. Now we're starting to run out. The Starlight still needs a Damascus. That's a long way down. That was the last one I think that needed Damascus. Yeah, we won't have enough. Grand Chef has some use. Be 1 adamantite short for that. Get some more well springs.
Oh boy, let's go!
Yeah. Huh.
Adamantites are pretty easy to farm. They're 2% chance on the rocks if we go back.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
If you're still watching and you're wondering, Dennis, I have the one hit kill code turned on in this, which is built into the game. It's in Remind. There's no point in farming items honorably if the game itself gives me a way to one-shot everything. I will be turning that code off for the super bosses this time. How'd I do? I made 6 in one go. Yeah, you get shitloads. I don't know how many I'd need to get all the Keyblades done, but I'm half tempted to do it now.
Back off!
Problem is we'd need probably another like 10 or 15 adamantites.
Back off!
Done on Damascus.
Back off! Back off!
My shield's
Back off!
ready!
Back off!
One thing I don't like about this battle gate is the way they fall into the second level.
Come on, fellas!
10. Yeah, I guess get a couple of adamantites. Back here again. Staring at more cylindricals. Yeah, Adamantite is like a solid 2%, which is 4 times as likely as Auric Alchemy, which is nice. Oh, we actually... Did you see that? It said obtained cylindrical, but it was grey, and there was an X. Max! Yeah, I have actually maxed out some of these cylindricals now. The number attached to it is a different item each time, so I've only maxed number 1. There's an adamantite. There's another. Also maxed out the number 9 cylindrical. Well, I will say that this is better than farming the damn Frost Dragon body parts. That I will grant it. How am I for time? We got 15 minutes left. Tiny dopamine hits are always good. I'd say if we spend next stream, like it won't be hard to get 99 because we're already nearly there. But if I dedicate one more stream to prep and boosts and things, and then next week come in on Remind, it's either that or starting Remind midway through tomorrow, but I don't know that I'd want to do that. I don't know that I'd want to start farming and then swap to Prime content. I'm not fully sure what I'm doing this weekend. Well, I might give Swede what he wants and buy that RV game. Depends on whether Baka and Rivalia want in or not, because a change from P. One more adamantite. Also, a lot of these cylindricals are max now. Not all. 3's still going. But 1, 2, 4, 6, and 9 aren't. I think it's a shame that it's still giving me the symbol of obtaining. Because I was really hoping to reach this point, meaning it would disappear and I would not get the dings for things I don't care for. Instead, it's just giving me more garbage. Come on, one more adamantite, please. Oh, hey, an orichalcum. That's funny. Too much electrum. It's not as valuable. You only need 1 electrum per keyblade. You need 3 adamantites per keyblade. Oh my god. I had a decent amount of luck. I've got a fair few. It's just now that I want 1 more. Four electrum. 4 electrum and an orichalcum since I said 1 more adamantite. And Damascus. They don't even recommend farming that here. They say to farm it in Misty Stream because it's got a higher chance. Because its chance here is lowered to make room for the higher value stuff. And a second orichalcum! The piss. It is taking the piss. I don't even know how many adamantite it is. I don't know if it'll be my 6th, or my 5th, or my 7th. I think I've got at least 4. It's just the 1 more for the principle of the 1 more, you know? Ah, there we go. Wait, let it resolve. Okay. I don't know if you have to, I just want to make sure. Eight. That is more than I thought I got. Okay, good. Grand Chef is done. You're choosing to interpret sell the excess as sell the excess tiny dopamine. Twilight crit, fuck off. Mad about that. Especially when I have like 39. A few mithril crystals now. Crystal Snow, that one can be done. Favorite Deputy, that one can be done. Hero's Origin, that one can be done. Kingdom Key can be done. Shooting Star can be done. Ever After. And Starlight. Still need Adamantites. They're the only ones? Did I get exactly the number of Adamantites I needed? What do I need at this point? I need a Wellspring Crystal for Starlight. Needed a second one for Honey Spout as well as a Twilight. A third one as well as a Lucid for Ever After, which is a fourth one. That's it. Yeah, that I somehow intuited the exact amount of Adamantite that I needed and demanded that I get the last one. That was the last Adamantite I needed. That's weird. We need 4 or 5 Wellspring Crystals. And I guess I'm sort of just dumb lucking my way into doing all the Keyblades just because...
Come on, fellas!
All of a sudden it just seemed too close to not do. Shame about that Twilight one, but it's only one. We can farm Arendelle for that. And use the rest that we get on defense boosts. Because, like, what are my stats? 82 strength, 74 defense. I don't know if those go up to 99 or if you can just, like, go wild with them or what, but, I might look that up when I finish here, which will be pretty soon. I'm just going to get the Wellsprings and finish the Wellsprings. You can do 100 boosts total. So it's not the stat cap, it's how many boosts can you give a person.
Back off! Back off!
I will ensure your safety.
Back off!
Don't know how many strengths and magic and defense boosts we found along the way, probably less than 10 each.
Back off!
100 boosts per stat. Yeah, that's the... I didn't say that, but that's what I had in my head. So that was 5 Wellspring Crystals. I think that might be enough. I really wish you didn't send me to nighttime. I know that the battle gate is in nighttime, but I don't see any reason why you should spit me out at nighttime when I arrived at daytime. Might have been 6 Wellsprings, but let me check, because if it isn't, then... well, good. Although you might need Wellsprings for boost farming, probably. Keyblades... so we can't do... Lucid. Okay. Finish that. Finish that. Can't finish the Honey Spout. That's it. It's the last one. We just need the Twilight Crystal. We actually got one more Wellspring than we needed. Perfect. Because, yeah, strength boosts. Soothing, pulsing, writhing, and hungry. Soothing, pulsing, and writhing are all makeable. So you would just farm a shitload of Wellsprings. And you get Hungry Crystals from Battlegate 12 as well. And I think Wellspring Gems. So you just throw that. Magic is the same thing. Blazing Frost and Lightning. Make those too. defense, make Lucids. I don't think you can buy Sinisters. Sinister Gem. Yeah, defense boost I think is just worse. But we do have enough for 7 of them with the Sinister Gems. Oh no, can you buy Sinister Gems? Oh, we can, never mind. We can. It's getting them confused with Twilight. And yeah, we can make AP boosts. I'm gonna wait till I'm 99 to see how much AP I need. Because I don't seem to be getting new abilities anymore, though there might be one super late. At the moment I have equipped every ability I would want equipped. So what I need is 80 AP over that. Then I take off the Cosmic Ring. So right now it's 37, 47, 57, 60. 307. There's no new abilities? Okay, so 307. Well. I need 64 over? Why is that? Oh yeah, Crystal Regalia is what we'd replace it with, right? True. So... 91. 20. An AP boost is 1 point, right? So 20 minus any AP we get from our last 10 levels. Or 11 levels. I don't know if it's 99 or 100 in this game. But what I do know is that's all I can do today. So yeah, tomorrow we'll get 99 real quick. And then we'll get the AP sorted. And then I'll probably spend the entire rest of the stream farming stats. And then whatever I end up with is what I have for Remind, probably. That's perhaps the sensible way to do it. And yeah. Looks like 99 is the max, because that's what you get an achievement for. 44 out of 51 achievements. Beat Remind. Get to 99. 2 achievements for the limit cut. 2 achievements I'm not going to get for ships in the Caribbean and pro codes. And then 1 achievement for defeating the secret boss, which we may or may not get depending on the data fights and the secret boss achievements are dependent on my ability to succeed. We'll see. But hey, if I grind stats like a bastard, maybe I'll be fine. Fare thee well.